Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Today we're diving into the art of creating stunning courtyard landscapes using container gardens while maximizing space through elegant design. Designing an indoor garden with containers begins with a thorough assessment of your space. Consider the available light. Different plants thrive in varying light conditions. Some bask in direct sunlight, while others prefer dappled shade or even low light. Observe how sunlight moves through your space throughout the day to determine the best locations for your chosen plants. Also, pay close attention to temperature fluctuations. Some plants are sensitive to drafts or sudden temperature changes, so strategic placement is crucial. Finally, assess the humidity levels. Certain plants prefer higher humidity, and you might need to take steps to increase humidity in drier environments. Next, think about the overall design. Don't just scatter containers randomly. Create a cohesive and visually appealing arrangement. Consider the size and shape of your space and how you want to use it. Do you envision a quiet reading nook surrounded by lush greenery, a vibrant display of colorful blooms, or a collection of fragrant herbs? Visualizing the intended use of your space will guide your design choices. The selection of containers is crucial. A variety of sizes, shapes, and materials can add visual interest and texture. Terracotta pots offer a rustic charm, while sleek ceramic or metal containers provide a modern aesthetic. Consider using a mix of materials to create a dynamic look. The size of the container should be appropriate for the plant's mature size. Overcrowding will hinder growth. Choose containers with drainage holes to prevent waterlogging, which can damage plant roots. Plant selection is paramount. Consider a mix of plants with varying heights, textures, and colors to create visual interest and depth. Taller plants can serve as focal points, while smaller plants fill in the spaces around them. Varying textures, from the smooth leaves of a peace lily to the fuzzy foliage of a lamb's ear, adds visual complexity. A blend of colors, from vibrant blooms to subtle foliage shades, creates a captivating display. Consider the seasonal aspects of your plants. Some plants will bloom continuously, while others have a shorter flowering period. A well-planned selection ensures continuous color and interest throughout the year. When choosing plants, consider their light, water, and temperature requirements. Group plants with similar needs together to simplify care. Research the specific needs of each plant before purchasing to ensure they will thrive in your indoor environment. Remember that some plants are more tolerant of neglect than others. Consider the overall color scheme. A monochromatic scheme, using varying shades of a single color, can create a serene and sophisticated atmosphere. A complementary scheme, using colors opposite each other on the color wheel, generates a more vibrant and energetic feel. Don't be afraid to experiment with different color combinations to find what best suits your taste and the overall aesthetic of your space. Remember that foliage also contributes to the color palette, so consider the shades of green, silver, or variegated leaves when choosing your plants. Trailing plants can add a touch of elegance and movement to your indoor garden. These plants cascade over the edges of containers, creating a soft and flowing effect. Trailing plants like pothos, ivy, or spider plants are excellent choices for adding visual interest to shelves or hanging baskets. They can also help to soften the edges of more structured arrangements. Vertical space is often overlooked in indoor gardening, but it's a valuable asset. Use shelves, wall-mounted planters, or hanging baskets to maximize vertical space and create a multi-layered display. This approach not only saves floor space, but also adds visual interest and depth to your indoor garden. Consider using different heights of plants on shelves to create a dynamic and visually appealing arrangement. Courtyards offer a unique opportunity to create an intimate outdoor living space. By utilizing container gardens, even the smallest areas can be transformed into lush, vibrant retreats. The key is to approach the design with creativity and purpose, making every inch count. Let's start with the basics of container selection. When choosing pots for a courtyard garden, variety is key. Mix and match sizes, shapes, and materials to create visual interest. Large statement containers can serve as focal points, while smaller pots can be grouped for impact or used to fill in gaps. Consider materials that complement your courtyard's existing architecture: terracotta for a Mediterranean feel, sleek metal for a modern look, or weathered wood for a rustic touch. Vertical gardening is a game changer in courtyard design. Wall-mounted planters, hanging baskets, and tiered plant stands allow you to grow upwards, maximizing your planting space without cluttering the ground. A living wall filled with lush ferns, colorful annuals, or even edible herbs can become a stunning focal point while leaving floor space open for seating or circulation. When selecting plants for your containers, think about creating layers and year-round interest. Start with a backbone of evergreen shrubs or small trees to provide structure and winter appeal. Japanese maples, dwarf conifers, or boxwoods are excellent choices. Then add perennials for reliable color and texture. Plants like hostas, heucheras, and ornamental grasses offer a range of foliage colors and forms. Don't forget to include seasonal bloomers to keep your courtyard vibrant throughout the year. Spring flowering bulbs like tulips and daffodils can be layered in containers with summer annuals. As the bulbs fade, the annuals will take over, providing continuous color. In fall, chrysanthemums and asters can take center stage. Color plays a crucial role in courtyard design. In smaller spaces, a cohesive color scheme can create a sense of harmony and make the area feel larger. Consider a monochromatic palette using various shades of a single color for a sophisticated look. Alternatively, a complementary color scheme using two colors opposite on the color wheel can create a vibrant, energetic feel. Texture is another important element to consider. Mix plants with different leaf shapes and sizes to create visual interest. Pair fine-textured plants like ferns or grasses with bold-leaf tropicals like elephant ears or cannas. This contrast adds depth and dimension to your container arrangements. Lighting is crucial for extending the enjoyment of your courtyard into the evening hours. String lights can create a magical ambiance, while uplighting key plants or features adds drama and depth. Solar-powered options are eco-friendly and eliminate the need for complex wiring. Don't forget to include task lighting near seating areas for reading or dining. In courtyards, every surface is an opportunity for greenery. Look beyond traditional ground-level containers. Window boxes can add charm to bare walls or fences. Railing planters can soften the edges of balconies or raised areas. Even the tops of walls can become planting spaces with the right containers. Consider the microclimates within your courtyard when placing plants. Areas near walls may be warmer and more protected, perfect for tender species. Shadier corners might be ideal for woodland plants like ferns and hostas. Understanding these microclimates allows you to place plants where they'll thrive. Incorporate elements that appeal to all the senses. Include fragrant plants like jasmine or gardenias near seating areas. Add plants with interesting textures that beg to be touched, like lamb's ear or ornamental grasses. Consider the sound of rustling leaves when selecting plants like bamboo or quaking aspen. Edible plants can be both beautiful and functional in a courtyard garden. Dwarf fruit trees in large containers can provide spring blossoms and summer fruit. Herbs not only offer fresh flavors for cooking, but also attractive foliage and flowers. Even vegetables can be ornamental. Consider the beautiful leaves of Swiss chard or the colorful fruits of compact pepper varieties. Creating distinct zones within your courtyard can make the space feel larger and more functional. Use container groupings or changes in paving material to delineate areas for dining, relaxing, or gardening. A small water feature or fire pit can serve as a central focal point, with seating and plantings arranged around it. Consider the view from inside your home when designing your courtyard. Frame windows and doorways with attractive plantings. Create inviting vignettes that draw the eye outward, blurring the lines between indoor and outdoor living. Maintenance is a key consideration in any garden, but especially in small spaces where every plant is on display. Choose plants that are well suited to container life and your local climate. Group plants with similar water and sunlight needs together to simplify care. Consider installing a drip irrigation system to ensure consistent watering, especially important for container plants which can dry out quickly. Seasonal changes offer opportunities to refresh your courtyard's look. Use containers planted with spring bulbs or fall mums as temporary accents. These can be moved to less prominent positions as they fade and replaced with summer annuals or winter evergreens. This rotation keeps the space looking fresh and interesting year-round. Don't forget about winter interest in your courtyard design. Evergreen plants, interesting bark textures, and plants with colorful berries or persistent seed heads can provide beauty even in the coldest months. Consider adding outdoor heating elements like a fire pit or patio heater to extend the use of your courtyard through the cooler seasons. Vertical elements are crucial in courtyard design. They draw the eye upward, making the space feel larger and more dynamic. Trellises, arbors, or pergolas can support climbing plants like clematis, roses, or wisteria. These structures not only add height, but can also provide shade and privacy. Incorporate elements of your personal style into the courtyard design. This could be through the use of garden art, unique containers, or specific plant choices. A courtyard should feel like an extension of your home, reflecting your tastes and personality. Don't be afraid to move things around. One of the advantages of container gardening is flexibility. Experiment with different arrangements of your pots and furniture to find what works best. This adaptability also allows you to adjust for changing light conditions throughout the year. Consider the environmental impact of your courtyard garden. Use rainwater harvesting techniques to collect water for your plants. Choose sustainable materials for hardscaping and containers. Be patient and willing to make adjustments as you learn what works best in your specific environment. Plants will grow and change, and your needs may shift as well. Embrace this evolution as part of the joy of gardening. Consider the flow of movement through your courtyard. Create clear pathways that allow for easy circulation. These paths can be functional, while also guiding visitors through the space, revealing different views and plant combinations along the way. Don't neglect the floor of your courtyard. The paving material you choose sets the tone for the entire space. Natural stone, brick, or decorative tiles can add texture and color. Consider using permeable materials to improve drainage, crucial in container-heavy gardens. Use repetition to create a sense of cohesion in your courtyard design. This could be through repeated plant types, container styles, or color schemes. This repetition helps tie the space together visually, making it feel more intentional and designed. Consider the style of your home when designing your courtyard. A formal, symmetrical layout might complement a traditional home, while a more organic, free-flowing design could suit a modern structure. The goal is to create a seamless transition between indoor and outdoor spaces. If you've enjoyed this exploration of courtyard container gardening and want more outdoor inspiration, be sure to subscribe to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for joining us today, and happy gardening!